guys, Jess here, and today I am obviously doing a very different type of video. It's not a roleplay, it's not a mini game, and it's not just a regular game, but rather this video is something that I wanted to do on my own. I wanted to do this video because I wanted to repay someone for the kind act that they did for me a long time ago. With that being said, I want to dedicate this video to Jason, Jason, if you are watching this, I wanted to give you today off, just like you were able to give me a while ago. So, with that being said, here we go. Yeah, I know we're back here. I just wanted to do a little intro sequence just because I wanted to give homage, whatever you want to call it, to the day off video that Jason did for me a while ago. Speaking of which, I want to give you a little bit of insight into that. So in December of 2016, I was just having a really rough time. 2016 in general, that entire year was very difficult for me, for multiple reasons, but we'll get into that another time. Back then, I was just an emotional wreck. I was sick. It's very difficult to describe what I was going through. But I was just having a hard time in general with videos in terms of creating and producing. A lot of YouTubers and people in the creative workplace will experience this. It's basically creative burnout. And when you go through that, it is like the worst feeling that you can ever imagine. But for me, I've had someone like Jason to basically help ground me, basically help me get back on my feet, and honestly help me be the person that I want to be. I've actually gone through this multiple times throughout my career. December 2016 was not the only time, but it was one of the most pivotal moments because it was just crazy for me. As I said before, December 2016, I was just completely out of it. And there was this one night where I couldn't even bring myself to look in a mirror, let alone record a video for the following day. It was just impossible. I was emotionally just compromised. Trust me, it was a rough night. And come next morning, a video is being edited, and I'm there thinking, well, what video? Because I didn't record a video, nothing, what is going on? Jason then tells me that it's a video that he did on his own, and I was like, what? Because for me, I wasn't expecting him to ever do a video on his own at the time. I don't know why, it just wasn't something that I was expecting, I guess. And so it turns out that this video is basically a walkthrough of the projects that we had going on at the time and going through over a few things, and it was just this really sweet video, and it was emotional for me, and it was this video of him just trying to give me this day off. Like I said, he even put himself in front of the camera, which was just not something that I was expecting. It was, at the time, he was not very keen on the idea of physically being in front of a camera, and I could totally respect that because not all people, feel comfortable being in front of a camera, myself included. Sometimes I get really nervous and jumble all my words throughout you know what I mean. But what he did was he basically took the initiative to do a video from concept to the very end on his own without me. And prior to that, when we started RPs, I didn't have I didn't have that luxury of having a day off where I didn't have to worry about a thing. It was usually us working on projects together from beginning to end. Regardless, it was one of the many moments where he showed me that he really cared. YouTube is a crazy world to get involved in. Not that that's a bad thing, but just know that it gets hectic from time to time. I can honestly say, if you are interested in being a YouTuber, it is so important that you have just some support, someone that you can rely on to basically know what you do, know how you do it, and know what's important to you and what your values are, as well as people who are not afraid to give you their honest opinion and help keep you grounded. Because there will be many times where you will feel like you need help, you need support, and you need someone to be honest with you and give you some good advice, some grounded advice at that. And I'm lucky enough to have been doing this with Jason because we've been doing this channel from the very beginning until today. We've been partners from the start, and trust me when I say we are not afraid to disagree with each other. It actually gets pretty heated. It's very interesting to hear our conversations. But that being said, we're not afraid to disagree with each other and give good reasons as to why we disagree. I know a few YouTubers who it takes a while for them to find a good support system for themselves, and rightfully so. Whenever you're, making your support system around you, you want to make sure that you have people who believe in you, who understand what you're doing, and can give you that grounded advice. This is where, for me, having someone like Jason is incredible, because I haven't brought this to light on my YouTube channel, or I don't think a video before. It's been a while, so forgive me if it just skips my mind. But I've been open about this on social media before. But I struggle with things such as anxiety, depression, and a few other mental health struggles that I'm going through currently. And it's something that affects my daily life. They are not struggles that by any means are easy to deal with or will ever go away. But I don't think right now is the appropriate time to talk about those kinds of things. But just know that it is a struggle to live with and to be in the public eye and have to basically go through. It's hard, and Jason has been with me there every step of the way. There were days where, before I was pregnant, I was just completely out of it. Like, I was having a difficult time caring about certain things, even though I wanted to it's very difficult to explain. It's like you don't care, but you absolutely want to pour everything that you have into it. It's this weird like mix of emotions, and I'm not sure if you guys will understand what I'm talking about, but just know it's this horrible feeling of being pulled in two directions at once. When I thought everything was falling apart, he helped me. He helped me go to the doctor multiple times, because when I grew up, I didn't grow up with the best mentality towards doctors. It was basically like, don't go to the doctor because they're gonna find something wrong with you, which is like, well, duh, they're gonna find something wrong with you because that's the doctor's job, is to figure that out. Regardless, don't think of doctors in a bad light. Just understand that they're there to help you in any way that they can. Going back to Jason, there are so many days where he'll do what a good dad or husband does, which is basically help with the kids, help with the house, help with making sure that I'm okay and everything, and it means a lot. But most people don't have to work directly with their spouse, so there's that extra responsibility of having to, make sure that everything's all right. And when I'm down in those cases, he'll pick up the pieces and make sure that things are going all right. He's really got my back, and lately he's been doing so much work for season 6, and there are so many people who work on season 6, such as VAs, animators, in-house people, and everything. But when it comes down to actually getting the script and getting the story done, Jason's been there every step of the way. I want to thank everyone who's helped on season 6, but season 6 has been a huge undertaking by Jason for the past couple of months. I've been with him there every step of the way to make sure that the story that he's telling with my characters is where I want my characters to go in. But there have been days where I just couldn't bring myself to write or think, and it was just great to have someone there to basically say, all right, I got this for you. Like, for example, take a look at this script right here. The stage direction and a huge majority of the dialogue was done by Jason, and this is the way that we go about doing scripts now. These take days to do, and it's insane. And also, I just want to show off the work that he does, so yeah. He tells me that I've helped him grow as a person in so many different ways as well. And today, Jason, if you're watching this, I don't think you realize this, but you haven't had a break yourself in a long time. I wanted to take today to basically give that break to you and to thank you for everything that you've done for me, not only as a husband, but as a partner who understands what I'm going through on a daily basis. You mean the world to me, and I want the world to know that. So thank you. And to everyone watching this, I want to thank you for your support as well. You've been there with me through thick and thin, and even though I'm not as vocal as when I'm going through the thick of everything, I want you to know that your kind love and support helped me through all of that. And it also just means a lot knowing that you're there. Just know that Jason is a huge part of my life and a huge part of this channel. And Jason, again, if you're watching this right now, I really hope that you're getting some good, well-deserved rest, because I did not just get all sobby in front of everybody for no reason. But seriously, spend the day as you want to, of course. But really though, hun, I hope you get some rest. Again, thank you guys for watching, and Jason, I love you. All right. right, now the fun part, I'm gonna show you guys where he works in his office, because sometimes when people get all crazy up in here, it gets too loud. We need a place where we can focus, and we have like a quiet room in the back where people can focus, and then we have Jason's room over here where he can focus. I also got my own room too, it's right behind over here, so. Okay, so to give you guys an idea of where his office is, this is my place right here. This is where you guys see me doing like my live streams, and you see me like recording videos, like if you come in here. Actually, don't go in there because it's actually a mess. Maybe if I just come like this way, you don't have to see. All right, so see, you can see the background and stuff. Yeah, that's where I work. Like if I wanna go and like basically work on stuff on my own or get like some quiet, I will come out here. Otherwise, I have a desk over with everyone else, and so does Jason. But yeah, here is my place. And that's a dead plant, ignore that. Now right over here, you see a door which leads into Jason's workplace. And yeah, so basically this giant door, we were trying to get a, whatchamacallit, sliding doors for him, but because this is next to an exit for some reason, they couldn't put sliding doors here. So he got stuck with this big door that actually weighs 1,000 pounds or something like that. It's really cool, it's soundproof, and it's actually really crazy. So we're gonna go in and check out his workspace. So if we come in here, you can see he's got some nice sound foam, and there's a curtain that leads into the control room. And over here is his desk where he sits and he works. And there's a couch where I will sleep if I'm not feeling well. But as you can see, this is his workplace. There is some merch up there. As you can see, we got the cat, we got that. We got some cool stuff up here. Jason actually likes One Piece, so he has a bunch of manga here. That is from Dead Space, that's a video game. And then he's got a bunch of amiibos and some Switch games, and it's really cool, and he's filling up the rest of his shelves with stuff. But here is his desk where he sits. As you can see, he's got like his little symbol in the back, and then his desktop is really messy. That's actually bothering me a lot. Oh, that's bothering me a lot right now. So I'm just gonna cut that out. But yeah, so this is where he works. This is where his office, and again, we have our wolves up there. This one has some special ears on, which you'll probably be seeing later. There's some standees here that you will be seeing announcements for later. Woo, spooky stuff, and something right there. So yeah, that is a small tour of his workspace. Jason, I am sorry if you don't want me to show it off, but I did. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great one. Take care. Jason, I love you. Bye!